Hello and welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna tool the leather, but we're gonna do it in slightly different way. We're gonna utilize modern techniques like using tattoo machine and using laser to create this beautiful piece, which is Ragnar's scroll. I don't know if you watched Vikings series. It's one of my favorites. The main character, which is Ragnar, was wearing it on his chest. So you get that piece on our website. You can download it for free, and we will do giveaway on one of the tattoo machine with couple bits to tool leather as well. And I will show you how to convert tattoo machine. So traditionally I will use swivel knife and the mallet and the bits for tooling, but I have laser cutter, so I decide to use it. I also have a bit of a trouble with my hands, so I decide to get the tattoo machine and convert it so I don't have to tap that mallet for a long time. Obviously those tools are a bit more expensive. Tattoo machine is not that much expensive. It will cost you to convert it into tooling machine for about 40–50 pounds. Obviously laser is a bit more investment. If you buy diode laser, it will cost you a few £100, but in the long run, it will save you loads of time, so it might be worth it. You can see settings for laser, which I'm using on the screen right now. I recommend to have air assist and enclosure for the laser, because leather is quite smelly thing to cut on a laser. Oh look, those guys looks like he used swivel knife. I have extractor fan which extracts all the fumes outside from enclosure. Like you can see on the beginning of the video, I prepared one raven which I did classic way, and now we're gonna use tattoo machine with a couple different bits to create the second one, and later on in this video we're gonna compare them. Very important bit for tooling leather is to have your leather quite wet, but not wet through, so I wouldn't put it in the water. What I usually do, I have my cotton rack which I soak in water and then wipe the surface just before I emboss it or tool it. This piece has quite a lot of detail. I used the big bit only on the outside of the eye and the pick itself, and a little bit on the feather. Then later on I switched to smaller bit. I will show you later on in this video how to create smaller and bigger ones as well, so you can create your own tooling bits. I really like how the machine works on the lines. I cut them slightly with the laser, so they got that little bit of a cut, same like after using swivel knife. So when you use the bit from the tattoo machine, it makes it pop out a bit more. I find it way easier when you use tattoo machine than the mallet and bits for tooling. And as you know, I work from home, so the noise is very important for me, and the tattoo machine has a bit less noise than the mallet itself, so for me it's a perfect solution. If you like this video so far, please hit the like button. And I will greatly appreciate it if you share this video with anyone or subscribe to our channel. It will help us grow. So we got the line finished. Let's start filling all the gaps. The name of the bit which I used for filling tool, it's on the screen right now. I think I will have a little bit of a trouble to say that, so it's better if I write it down. I will drop some affiliate links to some burrs and bits into video description. Let's compare those ravens, how they came out. The first one is made by hand. I think the one made with converted tattoo machine, it looks a bit more alive and it pops out more than the one made by hand. It's the first pieces I made, so they might not be perfect, but I think with a little bit of time it will be great. Time to dye those ravens into dark medieval brown. I create this vector file by myself, and it's slightly different than the one in the movie, but it still looks quite cool. I use oil dyes for that, and after I don't apply any finish, the only thing I apply is neat's foot oil, but wait till the ravens dry. If you want to do that extra step, you can also do the edges. I like to bevel them with number 1 and then apply some Tokonol. When you do that, the raven itself look a bit like it's been on the armor for a little while, which I want that effect to be visible. And this is the final effect. Let me know in the comment section what you think about it. Let's start creating the bits. Most important thing is you need to have tattoo machine which accept cartridges, because we're gonna use cartridges to convert them into tooling. First thing, we need to get rid of the needle. Use the pliers to remove the rod from the cartridge, and use a lighter on the needles to warm them up so we can pull it out from the slots. While it's warm, you can use the bit which you're gonna use it inside, just to mark it when it needs to go. Later on it's gonna be easier to use the drill to make the hole bigger. And we need to make hole bigger in the cartridge itself as well. When you're drilling this part, you need to do it a couple times, because if you make it too warm, it will cause the deformation of the material. And when you fit the bit for tooling, it won't be in the center. Before we gluing it in, I always double check if it moves freely and cut it to the length, so it doesn't stick out when we don't use it. But to be honest with you, it's just cosmetic. When you got the length right, fit it back in, turn it on and run it through with some sandpaper so the bit is nice and rounded at the end. Obviously, if you want different effect, you can use a grinder to cut it into different shape. I finished this one, so it's time to glue it in. I used the super glue and accelerator to glue it together. But with super glue, before you use accelerator, you got some time, so you can check if everything is right in the slot and if the bit is moving freely. If you're all happy with the movement, just spray a little bit of accelerator and we've got bit ready for use. fit it into the machine and start tooling. Right, now I promised you a giveaway. So to get that tattoo machine which I used in this video with 3 different bits, you just need to pop into our Facebook page and give it a like and comment under the post which is called giveaway. It will be latest one anyway. And last tip for you today, if you want to make it thicker bit for tooling, you can use diamond tools with like narrow end. I will link them down in the description of a video. It's actually easier to fit them into the slot where the needle were. The only trouble I have always with those thicker bits is to prepare the slot into cartridge, because it's quite thick and they are quite narrow. You have only a little bit of a wall left on the cartridge. When you use that thicker bit, it's good to cut it in like 30 degrees angle. They serve you very well to make the lines pop up a bit more. I hope that you enjoyed this video today and you'll have fun making your own machine or the crow itself. Thanks for watching and see you next time.
Sing up to the stars.